Trust me, I'm not getting any better at this. I'm just back here at the basketball court. Come on, did that? What is that? Oh, I was gonna say that was totally in. No? Oh, is it stuck up there? Oh, that sucks. Come on. Let me just adjust my microphone. Get a little bit higher. There we go. Okay, so here we are, just at the basketball courts from where we were last time, and I'll be with you in a second, Brennan. Calm down. It's all good. But we'll head on to what I want to do today. I haven't done too much over here. I sort of started. Whoa! Holy pork! What the heck? Look, nothing used to spawn over here when we did the hunting ground. Look at them all! Nothing spawned over here when we did the hunting grounds, and look at the place now. It's just stuff spawning everywhere. So I started to plan out where some roads would go and where some properties would be, because I'm thinking I'm going to let people purchase land over here and build some things over here, because it's a nice place to be, and you can even see the desert. So, wolves and pigs, yeah, there's heaps of stuff spawning. Never used to spawn that much over here. Hey wolf, how you doing? You coming over to me? Whoa, did that tree just grow? That tree just grew, didn't it? That was not there before. So just a path over here, and then I don't think this was here last time. I was just trying to work out. I'm thinking of putting like some sort of tower over this side, because we've got our main trading tower, and then can you see it? If I look, well, you can see the trading tower, but you can't see the old one over there. So I thought this might be a good little point to look from. So possibly a tower here, and then haven't really worked out the rest yet. Other than that, I haven't done too much. I have done a little bit more work over here, over the other side, but nothing probably majorly noticeable. Just a little bit. All right, we'll get over there and have a look. Okay, so I guess the first thing over here is I adjusted the roads a little bit down here. Got rid of the shipwreck, obviously, if you probably would have noticed that from over there. Got rid of the shipwreck, and no plans to replace it at this time. I think it's better off without it at the moment. And I got rid of the ruins. So we've got a new lot here, and oh, Scott's house. I changed Scott's house. So I renamed it because it was called the Shipwreck or something. And now it's Old Rustic. So he has plans here. He wasn't too worried about the actual house because it was quite small as it was. So I just did some nice little decorative things on the inside. He had a few little things over here. But his main ideas are to do things down below it. So I think he's already started digging down that way. He'll probably do some stuff down here. So let him do what he wants to do there, but he was happy for me to change it. So that's what we've got now. We've got this old little thing. So I think that turned out pretty nice. Now, other than that, I obviously knocked down the ashes and sort of terraformed over the other side of town. So we'll go and have a quick look at it before we get into what we really want to do today. But obviously still nothing in the middle over here yet. When I go to do whatever I'm going to do here, I'll do it in an episode. But send through some ideas. If anybody's got any ideas of what I should put here in our town center. I'm still thinking a statue, but I don't know what of. I don't know. I'm pretty much out of ideas for that place. So if anybody's got some suggestions, send them through. I'd love to hear them. So firstly, I guess town markets used to always come up this way, and then they would sort of stop here, and I had a little waterfall and thing here, but I didn't really like that, so I got rid of it. Now, the ashes used to be right here, and we chopped down a lot of trees, so we had all of the spruce trees here. Now, I've got a few more roads in, so this road sort of, I did something different with it. We got a road going down this way, which gives us access to the nether portal on this side, which is really nice. And we go down here, which gets us to the dock area. And then up this way, this path was already here, but I just sort of adjusted it a little bit. So we've got plenty of room here, which I've just put a bunch of trees for the moment. Not sure if I'll just cut them down, or, I mean, for the moment, if you've got big blank spaces in your world, just put some trees down. It just adds something while you're thinking of ideas of things to do. There is something going to go here. This is, not sure if I mentioned previously, over there I had something that Kristen was going to have, but this is where he'll have that now. So I'm going to build something here that will be linked to Kristen's thing, but we'll get to that in a later episode. Now, other than that, not really a lot that I can think of. There probably is some other little things, but we'll go through it in another episode. So let's move on and get into what we want to do today. And there's something I've been ignoring for quite a while, and I just haven't had any inspiration to do anything with it. And I think it's time. We just chip away at it little bit by little bit. And if you're a long-time viewer of the series, you probably know from the title and the thumbnail, but we're going over to the amusement park today, which really isn't much at all. But we're going to do some work over here, and hopefully I get inspired and want to continue to work over here. So I want to make some Dodgem cars because we need some more rides in this place. I mean, obviously this ride isn't even complete yet. I should get the fences to finish that bit off, but we'll leave it for now. So I put some paths in here. I'm pretty happy with the layout of everything so far, but we need to get some more rides in here because people are going to want to come to this place for rides. So I haven't really worked out where I want things to be, but I don't think there's like a huge worry about where things will be either. So I don't think it's going to matter where I put this. So let's just do it building by building, just start from here and then work our way along. So I think we'll put the Dodgem cars right in this corner here and get onto it. So what I'll do is I'll make a bit of a start and I'll come back when I have a little bit of progress. So I'll see you shortly. Okay, well, I got a little bit carried away and I might have just done the whole thing without coming back, but it's all right. It was pretty simple process. So this is what we've got. Now, I've been trying to think of some little ways to make it look a little bit more alive because it does look a little bit plain. And this was kind of my first time looking at it from a bit of a distance. Now, a couple of simple things that I'm thinking of. Perhaps some banners could be good if they were sort of down on these sides. Might add a little bit more life to it. Probably pop some... do I have any on me? No, I don't. If I, just as a little detail, like I've done in the middle and here, probably put some of these fence gates just on the outsides. Will give it a little bit more character. There's probably a few things I could do. I'd really like to have like flashing lights, which I know I could do that with like redstone and glowstone lamps, or redstone lamps, but I think they may melt the ice, is the thing. So, possibly not. I'm pretty sure with the end rods, from what I've researched, as long as they're more than a 2-block radius away from the ice, it shouldn't melt. So that's why I've done that for the lighting. I think it looks pretty cool too. So I guess, 1-2 blocks, I could probably put another layer there and there. That may give it, because you go to these things and it's all lit up and all like loud music and that sort of thing. But whoa, that's quick. I think this could be something fun to do. Now I've just got these all scattered over the place because they always are when you jump in them. They're just all around the place where people leave them. But I put some quartz underneath so that you just didn't have the grass or the dirt underneath, and then the ice. And that's about all there was to it. And I just put a little queuing area here. Now possibly come through with a bit more cobble and smooth stone just continue that into here for the line. I don't have any on me at the moment, but that's also not a very big thing. So if you can give me some ideas as to how I can make this look a bit more lively. I think what's going to happen is when I create the rest of the park and there's more things, I think that's the only thing that's throwing me at the moment, is it's by itself. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit more inspiration to do some things here. Now, I didn't think this was going to take up quite this much room. I didn't quite think about it. So we've got a small space here, which maybe I'm thinking like a food stall or something like that. We don't actually have that much room in here for things that are big like this. So there'll probably only be a few little rides and things. Now, just with the roof, I did sort of a bit of a mixture between the wool and the wood, just because I think if you had one of either of them, if you had just wood, it would look very plain, and if you had just wool, I think it would just look too solid and maybe not quite right. You could probably do another row of wool there, but I think it looks pretty good the way it is. Just a messed up mixture of blue and white to suit with the ice. I think it turned out pretty good. I'd be happy to hear your thoughts, and if you've got something you think may contribute. The only other thing I thought was redstone torches, because they won't melt the ice as well. I could put those around, but I don't know if they'll quite mix in well with all the blue. So anyway, sorry if this episode's a little bit shorter than usual, but I hope you have enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. I'm thinking of clearing all this back to nothing, even getting rid of the shipwreck possibly, because although it's not terrible, it's not the best, and I think I could have done a better job. I don't think I will replace it, just because the town's starting to take a bit of a different